Welcome to my channel, Exploring and Bottle Collecting with Jimmy. I'm Jimmy. I'm doing a small roundup of Granny's dump, and so I'll just show you. These are my Pepsis from the 1960s. Found two of these, and my newer ones from the mid 70s, early 80s. I got four of those. Yeah, four of those. And I found these are Pepsi Colas from the early 1970s. Good. So I found four of those. Some this one here already turned out well. Some of them I have to rewash again. And so I got four of those. I found one Coca-Cola. This was late 60s, early 1970s. And I found two Coke bottles from the 1980s, possibly early 90s. But Granny's Dump was officially closed up about 1990. So it's probably 1990 or well, between 1983 and 1990. So then I found Pop Shop. Not too sure if they have Pop Shop in the States. I know they have it in Canada. And this one here was made between 1975 and 1983. And then I found the Diet Pepsi. I believe it was made after 1983. I'm not sure the exact age of this, but I don't drink that. But anyways, and then I found this. I don't know if it was been released yet, but this canning jar was filled with mustard beans, which was disgusting. Try to clean it out. 30, 40-year-old mustard beans. But this is a Canadian Jewel made in Canada canning jar. And then now I want to talk about something I don't know if people are really aware of, but in Canada we had the imperial system, and then they transitioned us to strictly metric. So, but that transitional period started from 1970 to 1983. But products had to have the metric system in place, I believe, by 1975. So, get one here. So this Pop Shop has the imperial and the metric. So we had that for about 5 years until 1983. So the Pepsi bottle, there's another one. You can see right there. There's the imperial, and there's the metric. That's 300 milliliters. So for that 5-year period, all products in Canada had to have both. There's a lot of people upset by the transition, but anyways, the government did it. So I was in public school. I hated it because I'd already learned the imperial, and I had to learn metric. And anyways, that's another topic. So for that 5-year period, pop bottles had this. So a lot of the pop bottles in Canada, you could return to get your deposit back. I think it was 10 cents. I used to go up and down the roads, collect bottles, take them back to the store, get my money out, and I had no clue at the time that these would be collector's items. But my opinion is during that 5-year span, when there was the two measurements, a lot of these bottles were returned to get the deposit. So I would think these would be kind of a collector's item just for the fact of the two measurements. and possibly being a little rare. They were only made in that 5 years. All the rest of the bottles you either got the Imperial, which this has on the base. The base of this bottle, I think it's 10 fluid ounces. And then after 1983, you have metric. So, just my opinion, but I would say these, as you can see, here we go. You see, they have the same label, same everything, except for the measurements. Up here, where my finger is 300 milliliters, and down here, you get 300 milliliters plus the Imperial system, which was 10.6 ounces. So this, I would think, would be a little more rare, just for the fact of the two systems, Imperial and metric. Just my opinion. I don't know, but I would keep this one and get rid of that one first, because this one is definitely not good. So that's a good way of judging ages in Canada, is by the measurements. I mean, when you look at that, I mean, without those measurements, you would think they were pretty much the same age, same label. It's the same label, front and back. I really can't see much difference, much at all. So, except for the two measurements. So that's my opinion. If you're in Canada or somewhere in the world and you see a bottle like that but with the two measurements, hang on to it. After, when you just see the milliliters, you can keep it. If you're young enough, you can keep it, collect it. Like, I'm not throwing these out, but I would sell it before I would add it to my collection. So, before 1975 is strictly Imperial. Because the metric system actually was legalized in Canada in 1871. Our first Prime Minister legalized it, but it was never really enforced or implemented, or whatever you want to call it, until Pierre Trudeau in 1971 started to implement it due to world trade. So, that aside, I want to do a quick shout out to Digging with DJ. I will not put his address on, but he sent me a card. He sent it to Exploring and Bottle Collecting with Jimmy. This is my first card. I have received packages in the mail, but I've never received a card. So, thank you very much, DJ. I'm really impressed. And it's a Thanksgiving, and he wishes, so Thanksgiving wishes just for you and your family. So it's very nice. Thanks for all your hard work making videos. I really enjoy them. Digging with DJ. Well, thank you very much. My family thanks you, and I really appreciate it. Thanksgiving in Canada is in October, but a Thanksgiving wish is always acceptable. So, just a quick shout out to Digging with DJ. Check out his channel. He, like as his channel says, he's digging. So he has a metal detector, or he's out digging bottles, or he's always digging in dirt. So check out his channel. I watch his. I'm trying to catch up on his videos. I started to subscribe to him a couple weeks ago, and I really enjoy his videos. I enjoy watching someone else going out and digging, and I can sit back, and especially in Canada, the weather's getting cold, so we've had a lot of rain, a bit of snow, so it's nice to sit back and just watch someone else do it. So that's my shout out for this video, and my comments on Imperial Metric. And what else? I think that's it for this video, so please click like, subscribe, please share, and we'll talk to you again. Bye for now.